All right. All right, that's my yellow. And I need a little bit of red. Or orange. If you have orange, you can use orange too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Red and orange. I'm gonna do a quick sketch of. All right. So for me, it's right here. All right. That's my quick sketch, and we start with a dark medium tone of orange. And when you're doing this, keep your paint fairly thin. Okay, don't put too much paint on it yet. And we're just gonna cover the whole thing. I do want to make it transparent, so I want to be able to see my drawing. You can add more red to that. Yeah, I think you need a lot more red. Keep your if you're able to open your picture on your phone so you can actually see the colors better. You never got it on. You never got the email. You didn't get an email last night. Yeah. If you don't have it, I'll send it to you. All right, you want variation. You want some areas to be darker, some areas to be lighter, but always, keep it on the lighter side. Um, and we're going to start with the shadow. So for the shadow, since we're using since the main color is orange, anybody guess what color should we use for the shadow? What color should we mix for the shadow? That's correct. And why do we use a blue? Exactly. So they're both complementary. So they will cancel each other out and it will darken the color without making it muddy. If we use black over orange, it start turning green. So, and we don't want that. So do you have, is this your gel? Yeah, put a little bit of this gel so it's not super dry.
I didn't get the email.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, I'll send it to you now. And that's ultramarine, yeah. That's that one. Yeah. What is that called? That one they call it Taylor. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why they call it Taylor blue. It's not. Taylor blue tends to be a little bit greener. So now we're not gonna put the blue right into it. We're gonna mix it with the orange on your palette first until we get the shade that we want, and then we're gonna add it because it will be too strong if we put it straight into it. It will be too much. So you can see how there's this dark area right here. Some of that, yeah. All right. As we continue, we start adding more orange to that blue mixture so it's not so dark, and we bring it up to here. Did you get the picture, Shan? All right. Text message.
Okay.
Text message. Does everybody got the picture, the reference picture? Mm-hmm. You're right. If
But
you
I
don't
have
have,
the picture.
yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
do.
pull it up.
Yeah.
Yep, I have it.
It will help you see where the darks and lights are. It does, but you gotta hurry. You have to go right now and clean it right away.
I didn't get any
Yeah.
on me. I was just curious.
Oh,
I was
okay.
talking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, oil paint is a lot more forgiving, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't
Acrylic
know.
is if you let it stay for a few minutes, forget it.
Yeah.
But oils you can just use and linseed oil, mineral spirits, and then wash it with soap and water, and then,
Oh, really?
yeah. All right. Notice that I only use blue on the bottom, right? I didn't use much blue, very little blue in the middle of the pumpkin. And while you're doing this, now you can start adding a little more paint to your canvas. Doesn't have to be necessarily more transparent. So less water if you're using acrylic, less linseed oil or liquid if you're using oils. Yeah. You got coffee there. You can dip it on your coffee. Yeah. I've done that. One time I was cleaning my brushes. I had my tea, fresh made tea, and it was one little drop. And I said, one little drop is not gonna kill me. So I just drank it. Yeah. If it's one little drop, I don't sweat it. If you happen to put too much blue on something, just add more orange on top, and it will be fine. You can also use a rag and remove a little bit if you think it's too dark. Is it raining? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's raining.
Mhm.
It was sunny all the way up till I got right to Daytona, and then all of a sudden the rain came.
So one thing that you will notice is that it's darker over here on this shutter, and there's going to be a lot more light on this side. So keep that in mind when you're doing this, that you add more dark colors on the right side than on the left side. All right. I'll give you some time to catch up. I'm going to grab my coffee.
Oh, I get.
Mm.
I'm starting to add white, and then I feel like the picture's becoming distorted a little bit. Maybe if I
Oh,
go
that's
back
fine.
over with some dark and like
Um,
the black after the white.
okay, so yeah, you could do the dark before. Yeah, and then you put the little.
Can I do the white and then put the little dark on top of it?
It's easier if you do it dark first and then light. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's getting washed out, but I'm not
yeah,
sure.
that's it is. Maybe instead of let me borrow your brush. So I mean, it's not bad. I actually will put a little bit more. See how it's a lot more white here. One thing that you can also do is like you can put the color right next to the picture, and you can see how close you are.
Mm-hmm.
See, but I see how it's getting a little bit washed out. So what I will do is grab some of this color and just maybe. Mm, why can't I just get this? There we go. And So I will start with this dry brush. We'll define the ear.
Mm,
But the brush has to be very dry, you see?
okay.
And you can also do it over here. And if you don't want to make it pure black, you can mix it with a little bit of this color that you
Right,
have.
right.
So then, but the trick is that your brush has to be very dry. You
Oh,
see,
you
it's
use your
gonna,
fingers, yeah.
yeah, yeah, and you're gonna be, it's gonna be drying as you do it. So
Mm-hmm.
put a little, just a very little paint on your brush. See, does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. That's great.
See, and then you stand back and you squint. If you squint, you start seeing the value. You see,
All
you
right.
see how like I'm closer to this value.
Okay, okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you get coffee?
No, I brought a
You brought your.
cooler.
I see. You're ready.
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
I gotta get my protein drink then too.
But this oils are acrylic, acrylics, right? Put a little bit more orange here. We're gonna start putting the yellows soon. But that looks good. That's a good base. Yes, yes. Yeah, you're fairly close. It will need to. We will need to put a wash eventually.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, wash does a lot of good things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't. Instead of mixing it with white, make a gray. Mix a little bit of black and white and make a gray. So you can lower the chroma because your chroma is a little bit too high. Mm, yeah.
What does that mean, lower your chroma?
So lower the chroma means that you see how bright the color is, how intense. If you mix it with a gray, it will be more like a muted orange, right? So it's like, yeah. So the color is not so jarring, right? Yeah. I mean, now we're painting a pumpkin and we want those colors. But if we wanted to paint a more muted pumpkin, we'll mix that color with a bit of gray. And that's what helps.
There's always one. There's always one color.
What are you looking for? Paints gray?
Green. And I don't think I brought any black.
You don't have any black? I have black. I think I do.
Share my things too.
Some black. You only need a little bit. All right. All right, I'm gonna start adding more yellow to the mixture. So I'm gonna start lifting up the highlights. What did I do with my paper towel? So I will use, yeah, that one. Yeah, it's a warm yellow, cadmium yellow. And since the surface is already wet, since you already have oil and liquid, you can use that yellow color straight
Right
from
on
the
it.
right on it. Yeah, yeah, and again, the rule is that your shadows are very transparent and thin, and your lights are thicker, so you can use more paint for this. Do you want an easel? Are you comfortable like that, or yeah, yeah, yeah? But you want one of these
I'm
easels?
gonna go get one.
Yeah.
I thought. Are you saying mix the gray with the other color?
With the colors that you use in the greens and the blues, just to mute it a little bit more. My yellow's done. If you have, what kind of yellow is that? Do you have cadmium yellow?
Should. This one's very bright. What is this one?
That lemon?
Cadmium.
No, that's cadmium, but
Yeah.
it's kind of on the greener side.
Okay.
It's a bit on the greener side. I'll give you some of my yellow
Okay.
so you can see the difference. You see the difference?
Creamier.
Yeah.
Why is that one so creamy?
I know. That
This is
depends on the
brand or-
brand. Yeah, depends on the brand.
That's crazy.
Cadmium
This
yellow
is
light. It
definitely-
says, yeah.
Cadmium
This is cadmium yellow
light.
medium. So you see,
Medium.
it's a little bit warmer.
It's warmer.
If you
The
put
other-
this green, this yellow, it's like adding green to the orange, and then you'll
I
make
should have
mud.
some in here.
Yeah, I'm sure you. Yeah, it's got a good.
Somewhere in my-
You have a good collection there.
I know. I have to get organized. Since I just pulled everything out of a box and stored it.
All right. So I'm gonna start with the yellows. Take a good look at your picture. Yellows are not everywhere. Leave some areas with the base color because this is where the light is hitting. As you get closer to the right of the pumpkin, you'll notice that there's less yellow, and it starts turning more orange. Close here.
But there's still yellow over it. Yeah, I see it now. Over, it's still on the right side. Still.
Yeah, there's still some spots that are yellow.
But not as much as the left.
Hmm At this stage, if you want, you can also use your palette knife and add more, so you will make it brighter. Now, the idea is to put the color on top of the and on top of the other color, not mix it too much so that you don't
Okay.
lose it, right? So
get a
then,
little bit more texture.
right. So if you notice, like I can put it here. See how bright that is?
Mhm.
So a palette knife will work well here. Just to push those colors in the areas where there's a lot more brightness. Painting sunflowers. Um, so before we move into the greens, we're gonna do the sunflower. So the center of the sunflower is going to be a mixture of your orange and your ultramarine. And we start with the center of the sunflower. So to make it darker, we use ultramarine. All right, and the petals will be, here you can use that lemon yellow that you have. I think you can,
Petals?
yeah, you can use that. Or if you don't have that, you can use your cadmium yellow. Now I'm gonna show you how I do them. So if you all look at the screen for a minute, this is how I will paint the petals. I will use a flat brush. Okay, you see that? A flat brush there. And I'll grab some yellow. And I'll start at the top. Shannon, can you see? All right, so I'll start at the top. And then I will bring it down into the center. I will load my brush again. Start over here and then bring it down. Same thing here. Make sure you put enough paint on that brush.
It's the same yellow or?
Same yellow, yeah, yeah. You can use that yellow, yeah. If you want to make a little bit of variation, you can put some of this or maybe this one, just to make it a little bit different.
Add it?
Mm-hmm. You can add it. Or actually, maybe try that one. I'm curious about that one. You can use a small brush here for, if you notice, there are some oranges inside the petals, so just add them here, a few touches of orange.
You ever go too far?
You will be using a lot of paint
With the blue or the other?
for everything. Because when you're using the palette knife, it's you're leaving a lot of paint on the canvas. So
Yeah, yeah, I'm happy with it.
Thank you.
and since you did a drawing before, the go around the flowers and the leaves.
What was it, Oscar? What color blue was it?
All right, for the greens, we're gonna do the same procedure. We're gonna work with a dark shadow, a mid-tone, and a light. Okay, we're gonna make three different greens. So I'm gonna make the shadow. So it's going to be Viridian, Viridian green,
Or deep green?
or deep green. Yes, yes, we have those two.
Or
Let me see what kind of I think which one is they're about the same, right? Yeah, no, that one's good. With a little bit of this alizarin color, just
just a little?
just a little bit. So you're making a brown. In my case, I'm gonna borrow some from Wanda. All right. So my first green is Viridian green, which is a green. There's a very deep. Yeah, that one.
This one.
That one. Yeah. You can use that one with a touch of red. It could be or magenta. If you have magenta, you can use it too. I think magenta is better uh, than alizarin crimson. And going to work on the top part of the stem. I'm going to remove some of that paint that I just had. Put that color there. I'm going to use a smaller brush so I can get into the details there. There. Now I'm going to mix the same green with some of the orange that I have. And more orange. And I'm just putting the shadows now, okay? I'm not putting the highlights just yet. All right. Those are all my shadows. Now I'm going to mix this same green that I have with a little bit of cadmium yellow, your warm yellow that you have. And we're going to create a mid-tone. I'm adding a, what's that?
My dog food was delivered.
Oh, your dog. Costco?
Chewy.
Mm. If your green starts looking too synthetic, add a little bit of orange to it. You can also use the palette knife on to the when you get when you're doing it over the background, because you probably have a lot of paint on top. Yeah.
I know.
So
Why mine is starting to get.
yeah, so what you do is just get some more and then just
There we go.
yeah,
Give
just
it
put more paint on it on top. But don't when you put it, don't mix it
No,
because
just-
then just place the paint on top,
Yes.
if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Because then it blends in again.
Grab some yellow, put some yellow on top of the leaves. It will mix nicely with your green. So
Oh, I love your t-shirt. I didn't see the Bob Ross there.
Oh, it is.
yeah, that's pretty cool. I love it.
I grew
Yeah,
up
what you
watching
got?
Bob
What you got that
Ross
from?
every
eBay.
weekend on
eBay?
PBS.
Yeah, I like that.
My favorite shirt.
I have Bob Ross, Happy Little Tree Mates.
Oh, yeah, I gave this to my husband.
Isn't that cute? I just fell in love with it.
Oh, yeah, I watched Bob Ross every weekend growing up. Happy little tree.
So
Yeah, yeah, it was so good.
One of my friends just became a certified Bob Ross instructor.
Oh, yeah.
They really put him through the.
All right. Look at your picture. Notice where the light is when you're painting the stem. It's coming from the left, so you have lighter, greener color on the left. Yeah, good. Okay, so now you do with the orange. Just paint the rest of the pumpkin. You can use this brush and just put orange all over your pumpkin. All right. Now, for the final touches, you can use your a small brush, grab some white, and you will have some here, highlights here. Just a small little highlights. Um, grab your palette knife also and use it for. Make sure your palette knife is clean before you do it, and Grab some of that white and put it on here. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.